What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Always Game Solo. Welcome back to our playthrough of the Growing Madness campaign in Bloodborne, the board game. We're doing Chapter 2 now of Growing Madness. So, these special rules, as you can see, there's a bit extra setup here. We take the Great Bridge and we attach it to the central lamp. And then we take, then we connect the Tomb of Odon to that, and it's blocked off with a fog gate. And the thing about this is that it is not. You still have the normal amount of tiles that you build in. It's got the 4 tiles and then 2 per character, so 4 more. So this is on top of that, which makes the map a little bit bigger. Stretches your movement a little bit further, and also take up a little bit more room on the board. Now, I'm trying to find a good way to show you guys what we are working with here on the board. Haven't fully settled on it. Let's try this for now. So, try to get you in a little closer to the action. Make it exciting. Okay, so before we draw the first card, let's draw our hands. And I'm going to remember this time that the Hunter's tools and the Carol runes, which for this character are off camera, sorry, trying to keep you zoomed in a little bit. You exhaust them. When you use them, they get unexhausted. I knew that when I started last mission and forgot by the end. For some reason, it is hard for me to remember. I had this problem in the long hunt. It's very easy for me to remember to get rid of the consumable items. It is harder for me to remember that the permanent ones are not permanent abilities, as in they are always there. It's just that you don't discard them after use. They're not single use. Okay, so I decided to play with the same 3 enemies, but I switched to their other sides. The Hunter Mob, the Church Servant, and the Rabid Dog. Actually, let's mix them up so that we don't know which monster tile, which symbol it's going to be on. Okay, so Hunter Mob first, Rabid Dog second. Okay, so that flipped at least with the Church Servant I do not like, but I decided to... I'm trying not to burn through all the content because there's never going to be any more of it, and I want to learn how to face these enemies better. Okay, so we'll populate our spaces. This one I'm not going to populate until after the fog gate gets lifted, because we can't go there anyway. Okay, so we'll probably start like this. We're going to have to try to grow up and then grow this way. Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Okay, Growing Madness card 16 is our special rules. We've already went over that. So, when the hunt track reaches the first red space, I need to mark this, and then I need to actually remember it. I'm going to... Yeah, okay. Need to actually remember it this time. That I reveal card 22. End a move on the barred window tile, reveal card 26. End a move on the Odon Chapel tile, reveal card 31. But right now, we reveal card 17. Okay, so those are our missions that get us the insights that allow us to go on to the final conflict. The final conflict in the last game, I feel bad because I know it was made more easy by the fact, it was made trivial by the fact that I forgot the correct way to use the hunter's tools. But it wouldn't have been that hard anyway. They were just 2 basic enemies, so I can't beat myself up too much over that. And I willingly did not go after that 3rd mission, which could have gotten me more upgrades for my deck and for later on in the game when they say which missions do you have, it probably would have gotten me better options. But I felt like because I forgot to flip it over initially, I shouldn't go through with it. So I didn't cheat too bad, and I certainly didn't cheat purposefully. This time we're going to remember, and I'm holding you to that to remind me. Okay. So, card 17. I can just peel off all of mission 1, or chapter 1. Okay, card 17. On the hunt. It may very well be that Gascoigne has succumbed to the effects of the frenzy. If this is true, we cannot allow one of our own to continue this path of wanton slaughter. Unfortunately, it appears the passage leading forward has been barred. Given that the great bridge separates central Yarnum from the cathedral ward, perhaps the servants of the church might hold the key we need. When the grand cathedral tile is revealed, spawn one church giant and one church servant on its lamp space. These enemies are not removed on Blood Moon and do not respawn. So these enemies reveal card 18. So that means I get to go fish more enemies out of the plastic. I have not organized this yet, so all the minis are still in their horrible vac form plastic. I'm going to have to take care of that. Okay, so that's another one I need to remember. I like the deck, but the only thing is I have a hard time sometimes remembering. I need to remember every time I flip over a tile, check to see if it's one of them. And if it's on the main mission chapter description, it's a little easier for me to remember than when it's on these separate ones. And yet I will still forget. Okay, that's enough preamble. Let's do it. We will start with Beast Claw. Ransacked house, dead end, not fortuitous. Okay. Also a absolute load of enemies. All right, so I forgot to say which one of these. So unfair of me. And I'm on the wrong one. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to discard Second Wind and to move 2. I guess I'm going to attack the church servant first. I feel like he's more dangerous. First I got to decide which attack. So these are the alternate side attacks. Basic Cane Strike, average speed, 3 damage. Special Profane Mark, average speed, 3 damage, and applies Frenzy. And ability Arcane Missiles. Hunter, after their attack, Hunter suffers 5 damage. Hunter may dodge to block 2 damage for each speed of the dodge. Ooh, and I don't have any dodge, so I sure hope that one doesn't come up. Okay, so let's see what our options are. So with this, I could definitely finish him off, but he's going to hit me because I don't have a dodge. But it would probably be okay because it would kill him if it's a special. It's going to give me Frenzy, which this early would be bad. But it would finish him off, and then I could heal too. No, I would move 2, but if I move 2, and that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, let's see. Because this is a dead end. We'll see what we get. Basic. Okay, so that's good. Usually I play one thing, so everything looks really tight here. I usually play with these. So for this, my cards would be set up on these little 3D printed card holders. They work super well for these little mini board game American sized cards. And I would use a couple of them for the enemy actions, and it really consolidates things. So that's a tip. Okay, so basic. These happen at the same time. That means I take 3 damage, but I will heal back 2, and I finish the church servant off. Okay, so already got 1 blood echo, and I'm only down 1 hit point, which I guess I need to put on this corner so you can, somewhere where you guys can see it. Okay, so that's good. Now, do I want to move to now is the question. I mean, I could attack and then just take whatever they deal out. But I'm not going to be able to kill them this time because the most I can get is 3, and the hunter mob does or has 4 hit points. Okay, I don't know. I guess I want these 2 consumables, and I figure I'm here. It's not very efficient to honestly to go for it. But I will get some blood echoes. I'm going to stay. So my turn ends, the enemy turn goes, so they attack. So I'm going to go ahead and... Well, do I want to do that? Do one? Because that would stagger if it's the big rifle shot. Okay, I think I am going to do that and then try to do a... So this is what I'm talking about, the flame sprayer. It will stagger if it's the big rifle shot of the hunter mob, which would do 4 damage. So we're going to go ahead and attack, respond with that. So let's see what they get. Now I got to reshuffle. Okay, it's an ability. At slow, before the hunter's attack, move the hunter mob 1 space away. All hunters in the space must dodge or suffer 3. Okay, so that staggered them before they could do that. But that's an ability. And you can't stagger an ability. Yeah, because it's not an attack. That's too bad. Okay, so, but I do hit them for 2. They don't get away before I do that. And then they're going to move over here. And then I have to dodge or suffer 3 damage. Well, I don't have a dodge because I had a bad draw. I'm going to go ahead and... Am I going to block one of them? Nah. I guess I'll just take the 3 damage. Okay, so that's the end of that. They are no longer in the space, so I'm going to use my last... Oh, wait, it's not my turn anymore. I was letting them go. Wait, no, that's not... That is true. Okay, so unfortunately, I can't ransack these because my turn's over. So we're going to have Threaded Cane go. She is just going to move forward. She's not going to go mess with this guy. And she is going to use... She's going to use basic dodge. She's going to use basic dodge to move. Okay, so this is good. It's got some branching pathways, thank goodness. And no enemies. That I don't really like, though. Okay. So we will discard this to move. Because we can't just sit here. And we do have an enemy. And we have this. So I moved here. Then Should I move back? If I move back, then the enemy will move slowly. So I'm going to move onto it and then off of it, and then the enemy will pursue me. And I'm going to let the enemy attack. So that's the end of my turn. I'm going to let the enemy attack. So I have to decide which attack I want to use. Let's take a look at what the rabid dog can do. It's a pretty fast creature. It can do a quick bite on basic. We've used one basic, so there are 2 more in there. Special, it does an average attack for 3, and then it will move 1 space away. So average, we have 2 of those left because that's the 2 specials are still in there. Ability, flip another one, and it does it 1 faster and gains stun. The other annoying thing about the rabid dogs is that they move 2 when activating or pursuing, which a lot of the quadrupedal enemies seem to have. So, but remember, everything it can do, it does 1 slower here. It only has 3 hit points, and I can stagger stuff at the same speed. So definitely playing it on slash. So this is a dodge that has stagger. Is a pretty safe bet. Okay, we're going to do that. Special. So it's an average, but it's 1 slower than this, and I can stagger the same. So honestly, I could have done Deadly Thrust. Okay, whatever. Got to think hard about these things, and I'm not thinking hard enough. I'm talking too much. Okay, so 2 damage. Clear that slot. Okay, so we advance around. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm going to keep that basic because I could do a quick slash with it and pretty much guarantee that I get the drop on them. Okay, with in this little conflict right here. I'm going to discard this one to interact with these treasures. Draw 2 consumables. Teleport your hunter to any lantern space and refresh 1 reward card. That's great. Except I did that with the wrong freaking character. Okay, so let's go back and redo that. We're going to get rid of stagger. Okay, so Hunter's Mob. There are 2 basics in the deck. They're going to happen at average speed. There's 1 special that'll happen at slow speed. So if we act on quick speed, we're guaranteed to get that hit in. So let's go ahead and do that. That's kind of my dodge slot, but okay, so it was a special. Took him out, and we get another Blood Echo. My guy is going to be leveling up quick. I used this, didn't I? Yeah, I did use it. Okay, yeah, so they didn't hit us because their attack was too slow. Okay, so for the last move, can go ahead and discard, I guess. How are we gonna move? I mean, there's only one way to move. I don't know why I'm agonizing about this. Okay, so Beast Claw is done for this round. It's time for Threaded Cane. Gonna finish off this poor little pooch. We're gonna draw up some cards. We're gonna put it on. Oh, and I forgot. Oh, he got 2 free movement. So I forgot on kill, heal 2. So that's one thing I was counting on. And move 2. So he went 1, 2, and he discarded. So he's gonna go 3, 4. And he's gonna go off this way while she goes that way. Is my plan. Okay, so we're gonna do, you know what? I definitely want to draw. I really do. But I need to, well, I can clear this or any other slot. Okay, so I am going to do this. Draw 2, then discard 1. No, we're just going to draw 1. Okay, so if it's a basic, then let's look at what it's going to be. If there are 2 basics, and the basic is going to be the same speed as, which means I am going to get hit. It's going to be a basic attack, so I should use that knowledge to prepare, because there are only 2 cards left of the 6, and they're both going to be basics, which means it's going to be a fast attack. Now I can dodge it, but I can't dodge it on this one unless... Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, yeah, we're going to dodge it. Okay, so basic. I don't know why I'm rotating them that way. But I'm going to attack here, heal 1, which I'm not going to need, and then clear the slot. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to draw 1 before I do that. So, okay. So then my single point attack lands, and the rabid dog is gone. No, she has 1 blood echo. So let's keep going. 1, 2, and then I'm here, and I only have 1 card, so I don't want to go on to the next tile yet, so I'm going to interact with this treasure. Hunter turn. 1 non-boss enemy within 2 spaces doesn't activate. So that's the same as her Messenger's Gift Hunter tool, but it's single use instead of refreshing. Okay, so they are both done. So we will progress. Okay, couple dodges. Basic dodges. Couple basic dodges. Ooh, he's all dodge all the time. Wait. It's very useful for movement. It moves 3 spaces in that case. That's great. He's a very mobile character, and I like that in this game where movement feels so expensive. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play him. He's just going to stop here. So I kind of wasted my special move but it wouldn't have lasted beyond this anyway. Okay, so we know this is going to be a basic attack. He can, which means it's going to be a quick attack. It's going to be a quick attack for 2 damage. Okay, because the only card that's left is basic. He can do a slash at slow speed and absorb the damage. His consumables are really not very good. He has 5 consumables, and I could do without all but, like, we'll say one of them. Okay, so maybe he's gonna use his extra movement actually to come back here, so he moved here and then moved back, and then the dog follows. So from here, the dog loses a speed. Now, is that useful? Yeah, let me think about whether or not that actually is any use at all. All that means is that the attack will happen simultaneously unless I flip, in which case they're still not. Okay, so does it matter? No, so I mean, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to stay there. I'm going to use one of these to clear my board. So to flip the weapon. And then one to do a frenzied cut. So I'm going to take the 2 damage. The only thing I'm not going to get is healing, but the reason I decided that didn't matter was, first of all, I just didn't have enough damage on the other side of the board to finish off this rabid dog. But also, I will have 3 blood echoes, so I'm probably just going to go to the hunter stream. So I take the 2, he takes the 3. Actually, because I'm slower, he takes 4. So I could have used slash. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's funny, these tiny little tweaks, but so many of them, you would have to push one further. Okay, so Rabid Dog is gone. He's got 3 blood echoes. I think he has to discard a card to go to the hunter stream. So, yeah. So I guess he's just going to hang out here for now. Okay, so that was the basic attack that the dog did. I almost didn't flip it. And I haven't been paying attention at all to this. We'll move on to the Odin Chapel tile, reveal card 31. Gosh. And, it is because I'm talking. I don't normally have this much trouble, but it's not good. Okay, missing parents. Are you a hunter? Then please, will you look for my mom? Daddy never came back from the hunt. She went to find him, and now she's gone too, and I'm all alone and scared. She wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find her, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favorite songs, and when Daddy forgets us, we play it so he remembers. Mom's so silly running off without it. Gain the tiny music box reward. No use. A small music box received from a young Yarnum girl plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. 2 names can be made out, however faintly. Viola and Gascon. Which I still have no idea if I'm saying it right. I don't want this. It's clogging up a slot, and as soon as I find an item that actually has a use, I would guess I will be getting rid of that. So interact on the graveyard space, reveal card 27. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so I don't need to retcon at all to get this to work. He's going to stop there. He doesn't have enough cards to actually interact, but he will do that next round. Okay, so it is Started Kane's turn. She's going to move. They make a move action before using this card to attack. Well, I'm pretty sure I can't set an attack right now in the anticipation that there's going to be something on that board worth attacking. So, guess I'll use a dodge to move. Courtyard lamp. It's pretty good lamp placement. And yeah, there was no monster. So now do I push on? Yeah, I will, because I can dodge whatever comes next. So she's going to use this to move. I need to make sure. So I'd have 3 more tiles to put down. That dead end was a bad find right there. I could shift everything up and build off the central lamp. I'm going to do this. With being able to connect up here. That lets me fit 1 up here and 1 here. And hopefully I'll hit every place that needs to be hit with that. Okay, so now she could move back and they would pursue. I'm going to go ahead and end my turn, though. Okay, so I'm going to hope that it's dodgeable. As long as it's not ability. Okay, so basic. Okay, yeah, so basic is just an axe swing. So all I have to do is put it there, clear the slot. Okay, so that is it for her turn. So we advance the track. She's going to interact with the graveyard. Oh, well, let's dish everybody up piping hot fresh cards. She is well equipped with those staggers. And no dodges, which I don't love that. Okay, so he is going to discard this card to interact with the graveyard, thus drawing card 27. And hopefully it's nothing too terrible. Missing parents. Inside the graveyard, you come across the corpse of a young Yarnum woman, a large red brooch around her neck. It would appear the girl's mother has become another unfortunate victim of the madness overtaking the city this night. While heavily mutilated, however, the corpse does not appear to bear signs of the scourge. Gain 1 insight token. Red jeweled brooch. Complete this mission by ending a move on the barred window space with the token. And then reveal card 28. Okay. Guess we'll use this red sandy to denote the beast claw has the red brooch. He's going to interact with this treasure. I'm probably doing that too much. He's going to get this consumable. Hunter's turn, gain 1 blood echo. Oh, that's awesome. And then he's going to go to... Well... Yeah, I shouldn't have... Maybe I shouldn't have interacted. Maybe I definitely should have gone here first. Okay, I'm retconning that. I'm giving that awesome one up because I want to just reveal this and then move. Grand Cathedral. Can interact on any space there to heal too. Okay, so what was those two? Okay, so he is going to go to the Hunter's Dream, which triggers the movement of the Hunter's track, and that is the first red moon space, so everything's going to reset. And then I reveal card 22. So they move back there. Oh, the treasures. I don't probably need to really put these there because I'm not going back to the ransacked house, but I've got enough models too for now, so. Okay, and he is off in the Hunter's Dream. Let's upgrade his cards. Okay, so I want to look. He's got, how many dodges does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got 3 upgraded dodges. 1 movement, and then these 2, which are very useful. Do I give him an extra dodge? Okay, so I did give him an extra dodge. Draw 1. So it's a dodge where you can draw 1. I gave him Bloodthirsty, plus 1 damage, and then on kill, draw 1, heal 1, and then block 2. And I decided to get rid of these 3 basic cards. These 2, I had equivalents for each of them, and this stagger, he's just not. I don't use stagger very much on most of the time. I use it with Threaded Cane because she can stagger at the same speed. Okay, but we have to reveal card 22. Blood Moon's Influence. You are given pause as the red mist has overtaken the city, seems to grow in even deeper crimson. Casting your eyes to the sky, you face the terrible sight of the Blood Moon, seemingly so much larger than it should be. A ringing fills your ears as your head pounds and your vision blurs momentarily. As it subsides, you can almost feel an electricity in the air. As the sound of chaos rises through the city, the madness is spreading. All hunters suffer frenzy. The good thing is, Beastclaw being in Hunter's Dream, even if I were to apply it, you get to remove some frenzy in Hunter's Dream. So now I reveal cards 23 and 24. This is where I'm like, how much did you want me to read? I know I'm a big whiner when it comes to reading in games. I feel like 1 full card of text is enough. Okay. Frenzied Mob. All hunter mobs replace their basic with Reckless Anger. So they add Frenzy to their basic attack. That's dumb. Controlling the Madness. This madness could easily break those with lesser conviction, but we are hunters. We are above such influences. While hunting those who have been afflicted, we must take care not to succumb as well. We must steel ourselves against this frenzy. For each blood moon, spawn 1 hunter mob, if available, on each lantern space, beginning with the closest to hunters. Place hunter plus 2 insight tokens on this card. Each time a hunter's mob is slain, unless the hunter is frenzied, remove 1 token. So I'm going to say this happens because it was triggered by the event of this moving on to the blood moon. It happens now. So we've got to wipe out 400 mobs ASAP because they are doing some real damage with their frenzy. And they are now all over the place. Except, thankfully, there's only 1 that's not on the board already. So, 1, 2. No, there are 2. Okay. It really doesn't matter. Okay. I don't have any plans to go any of those places, so I don't know which would be best and which would be worse. Okay. I don't know. This is just a Hail Mary. I wish that this was available so I could stagger anything at all that comes my way except the ability. But I guess this at least will stagger the special attack, and if it's a slash, it's only going to do 2 damage, and it can't frenzy me because I'm already frenzied. So special. I had this feeling it was going to be a special. So I staggered it and dealt 3 damage to them. Oh, I did not discard one. Well, you know what, we're going to have me. I'm going to, because I didn't discard one, I'm going to say I just ended my move. Does that make any sense to do that? Yeah, I'm just going to have them come to me. And does that make any sense? No, you know what? I am going to go over there. And then I'm going to spend my last card. Well, then I've gone over there. I'm going to let them attack. I'm going to spend my last card to flip my weapon. And then that is it. Okay, so next turn. She's going to go first because I don't know where to send the Beast Claw right now. Okay, so there's one basic and one special attack out. Put these over here, where no tiles will ever be because they're all dead ends. Okay, so I only need to do 1 more point of damage, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it there. Let's see what they got. Basic. Okay, so before they can land a hit, I take them out, and I get to clear my slot. We're going to spend 1 more card, so that's 2 down. Spend 1 more card to move. Oh my gosh and golly, gee willikers. So moving off the board. No, okay, so I just realized that the one that I needed this whole time is over there. So I'm not moving that way. I'm moving. I am moving to the Hunter Stream. Okay, so she has 2 Blood Echoes going to upgrade. And I don't know how many dodges I have for her. She's dodge and stagger, so we've got, let's see how many dodges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dodges, including all 3 of her basic ones. 5 dodges, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 staggers. Okay, so we could use definitely more dodges, especially because I can get rid of the basics. Okay, so I decided to get rid of 2 basic draws and got her another dodge and a damage buff. And that also gets rid of her frenzy. Okay, and Beast Claw is coming back, and he's gonna show up at barred window. So I have to, in order to complete the mission with the little girl and her parents, I have to move all the way to the barred window space. I have to move 3. So I'm going to go ahead and spend this to move 3. And I'm not coming back with the damaged bonus side because that doesn't make any sense. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Complete this mission by ending a move on the barred window space with the token. Reveal card 28. We got a token in the graveyard. He did. So you have to do this with the same character, I guess. Okay, insight mission. Missing parents. Jeez, this just keeps going. As you near the house, you pull out the brooch. The light of the blood moon catches it glinting off its center. A bloodstone shard, a rare item used to fortify weapons at the workshop. Would be right to return it to the girl, but such a find is rare indeed. From the barred window, the girl speaks. Brave hunter, did you find my mom? Choose one to complete the mission. Lie to the girl and keep the shard. Tell her the truth and reveal card 30. Well, I mean, I'd tell her the truth and keep the card. What's she gonna... Her keep the shard. What is she gonna do? Oh, that's tough because that shard is the most powerful item in the game. It's a hunter tool that never needs flipped. You always have it. It always gives you a bonus. So I'm gonna lie. Distribute the Bloodstone Shard reward among the hunters. You couldn't find her? Oh, okay, but isn't there something I can do? Maybe Mom and Dad are stuck out there waiting for me to come to them. No, I'll be a good girl and wait for them. That's pretty brutal of me, but I almost have Bloodstone Shard, and she's not a real person. So I am really interested in finding out what would happen with the other card. So next time I play this, I'm definitely going to remember this, and I'm definitely going to try the other route. Bloodstone Shard. So, place it on attack slot, may switch slot on transform. While on slot, that attack deals +1 damage. That's nuts. That is freaking nuts. So, I'm gonna end my turn. And that means a dog is gonna come for me. That means they're gonna move towards me. And that's it. Dog attack. Okay, wait, I gotta decide what I'm gonna do first. Okay, heavy carve. So, well, yeah, because I'm gonna put it on the slash. Is this gonna also deal 3 damage? Okay, so I get to draw one. It's a special, which means if I hadn't gone at the same time, the dog would have moved 1 space away. So that was definitely the right call. Gotta think through these things. And that was enough damage to take out this poor sick pooch. Oh, forgot to refresh this. Okay. Well, that was productive. Okay, so we need to... One thing I forgot to do over here was spawn the monsters on the Grim Cathedral. So the church giant, nor the church servant already is in this. You see this card. I forgot to do this. When the Great Cathedral tile is revealed, spawn one church giant and one church servant on the space. These enemies are not removed on blood moons. Okay, so the church servant is already in the game. The church giant is not. I don't think I'm going to go interact with this. So it doesn't really matter. But I dug out the mini anyway. And there it is. I think I would rather just fight these mobs than go face those off against those two. Especially because I don't know which one is quicker or is closer to the end, actually. Okay, but it doesn't matter because I already ended his turn. So it's the next round. Shoot, and I need to face off against all three of these. Okay, so we draw up first. It's not jumps again. She's not on the board yet. Okay, so we're going to move with this. We're getting close to the ability. So it's either this is either a basic or an ability. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to do 4 damage. If it's an ability, it'll still hit, and then I can dodge the special attack. It's basic. Now, the basic, the new thing is that it gives you frenzy if it lands. So it's good that I can dodge it. So we're going to do 3 damage. And then we're going to dodge. So these fine fellows receive 3 damage. And that's all my cards. Okay, so now it is Threaded Cane's turn. Threaded Cane is going to appear right here. So this is definitely going to be an ability, which means at slow speed, the mob is going to jump away 1 space and then do 2 or do 3-point damage if I can't dodge at average speed, which luckily I can do quite easily. Okay, so we're going to do Flay. Draw 2, discard 1. Okay, so we get a heal 1 dodge. They're the same cards, so that made it very easy. And then we're going to do, because of that, we're going to deal 2 damage to them. Then they are going to jump away 1. And we have to dodge. And we dodge easily enough. So we're just going to use regular dodge, not our healing dodge. I don't think we'll need the healing dodge, but still. Okay, then we're going to... So that was... Sorry, I keep forgetting to flip the card when I know what it is. Okay, so we're going to do this. And we're going to make a move action before using the card to attack. So we're going to put that on Quick Lash. And we're going to jump forward. And it's a basic. So we finish them off before they can attack us with our quick attack. And That's one more hunter mob down. I really like this side, but I think that it's probably time to flip. Yeah, flip, Flipadelphia. We're gonna. Okay, so. Okay. Is that everybody? No. Okay, it is his turn. Hold on. Okay, so it's not his turn yet. I guess that I went. I don't remember, but I'm going to just trust my item placement. So, unfortunately, that means everybody moves in response. I say that's unfortunate because I had them almost done for. I don't know if that's right, but okay, so you're supposed to place things in the worst way for you, so I guess the worst would be to have one there. Even though I need to kill 2 more, so honestly, it's not that bad at all. Okay, so let's do it. We're going to... Okay, so I'm going to put this here. On this tile, they attack at a -1. I'm going to go ahead and move with this. Attack with that, and let's see how they respond. It's a basic. So we do 3 damage to them and stagger them before they can get their reply off the ground. Okay. We're going to use this. It's because that leaves us this for running away to keep the dog from coming after us. So we're going to actually attack instead of, a lot of times at this point, I would end my round and let him attack. And so that way I would be able to do everything, but fairly certain that I can kill him with this. Yeah, so special, which is slower than that. So he's dead. So we only have 1 more of those hunter mobs to take out. And then, and also, I'm going to use this to move. And am I going to use that to move? Hold on. Because here's the thing. If I come here, he's going to attack me, and I'm not going to have anything to dodge with. But otherwise... Shoot. I am pinned, because if I stay here, I'm going to have 2 dogs attacking, and I'm not going to have enough dodging to take care of them. Oh, wait, but on kill, I get to move 2. So on kill, I can move 1, 2, and now I can dodge. So you gotta look around. You gotta look around at everything. That's his special ability on this side of the weapon. So now they can attack me, and I can dodge. It's an ability. So they're going to move 1 away. So they're going to move conveniently. Going to move right here where she'll be able to attack them. And then I'm going to dodge. And not suffer any damage. Great. Okay, his turn's over. Each battle is a little puzzle like that. like you just keep looking and you figure out and you decide which consumables like are worth getting rid of for it, which of your things you're gonna tools are you're gonna go back to the hunter's dream and refresh before you need it next time anyway, and all that. And it's a lot. It makes the combat a lot of fun. It's very engaging. I feel engaged the entire time. Let's see what it's going to be. It's either going to be, we have one basic and one special. If it's a basic, they could frenzy us, which I wouldn't avoid. So I guess that just means I need to have a... It's either basic or special. So I can stagger one of the same speed. So I'm going to go ahead and slash. That's going to let me draw one. Another dodge. See, it's a basic. So I get to stagger them, even though it's the same speed. Their basic attack is the same speed. So they take 2 damage. Guess. Okay, so we know that this is going to be a special, and I can stagger them at the same speed. So we're going to put this here, and then we're going to be able to clear this slot, and we can stagger them, even though their rifle shot will go off at the same slow attack time as this deadly thrust. I mean, there's really not any need to be that elaborate, though. Yeah, there is, because I only did 2 damage, not 3 last time. So I have to do... If I do my quick cut, obviously it'd be very simple. But it wouldn't finish them off, so then I'd need to dodge after that. With this, I can stagger them. I can attack at the same time and stagger their response. Okay, so... They're gone. This slot is cleared. That's why it's good to have some where you draw cards still, like this one. And that is the last on this insight mission. So complete this mission with this card, has no remaining tokens, and reveal card 25. Inner Resolve. Distribute 1 consumable and the Carol Rune Guidance Reward among the hunters. Standing above your fallen foes, you remember the teachings of Ludwig, first hunter of the Healing Church, who focused his resolve inward to overcome the horrors of the hunt. Okay, so let's see what consumable we get. Both of these characters are pretty flush with consumables. One non-boss enemy within 2 spaces doesn't activate. So that's definitely going to Beast Claw, because she already has one of these, and she has that ability. And then the Carol Rune Guidance. She doesn't have a Carol Rune yet, so she's likely going to be the one who gets this. Beast Claw does have one. Hunter turn. Clear 1 slot, move 2. That is very useful, and she doesn't have as much mobility stuff as Beast Claw does, since especially on his ability is heal 2, move 2. So you have Proven Hunters, reveal card 33. Okay, so Insight Mission, Odon Chapel. The beams of the blood moon bathe in the old chapel in eerie light. The scent of beast warding incense fills your nose. From the shadows, the figure of a hunter emerges, dressed in crow feather garb. If you have Proven Hunter, reveal card 33. And we do have Proven Hunter. I'm sorry for being this bad at keeping track of this stuff. So we reveal card 33. Okay, Hunter of Hunters. Well, the Proven Hunter. Shouldn't you be out there? Well, hunting? No matter. Before you go, a friendly warning to you. Do not go near the old graveyard. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad, and he's my mark. End a move on the graveyard tile. Reveal card 44. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Do we move that fourth one and face an attack with no dodging ability? Yeah, we're going to use non-boss. Enemies do not activate after your turn. So we're going to move all 4 moves into that slot. And we're going to reveal card 34. It's not the end of my turn yet. Hunter of Hunters. You enter the graveyard to the north. You enter the graveyard to the sounds of clashing weapons. Moving forth, you see Eileen locked in combat with another hunter. Reveal card 35. Surround the graveyard tile with fall gates. Spawn Old Hunter Henrik and Eileen the Crow, represented by the tokens, on its monster space. That's the wrong monster space tile, but that's okay. Henrik respawns to that space on a red moon. Eileen is not hostile towards the hunters. Okay, Old Hunter Henrik and Eileen the Crow. So we put fog gates up. And reveal card 35. Whoa. So we have to slay Henrik. Aiding the Crow. Place 3 insight tokens on this card. At the end of each hunter turn, flip an enemy action card. If ability or special, remove 1 insight token from this card. If all tokens are removed, Eileen is slain. Remove her token from the map and discard this card. Okay, place 3 insight tokens. On ability and specials, a token gets removed. Okay, let me find Heinrich. Yeah, here's Old Hunter Heinrich. Okay, Saw Cleaver, basic, deals 1 to all other hunters in space unless they dodge. Special Hunter Pistol, Stagger, ability Poisoned Knife. Hunter suffers 1 damage and poison unless they dodge fast. Flip another enemy action. And there is also a worse side for 3+, which is why it seems good, besides space, to play 2-handed. Okay, so I guess we need to take this guy out. And we're going to use this ability to make it not happen this round. Okay, so okay, special. Eileen got hit. And we're going to put the dodge. So I have to dodge at fast. And then I get to transform the weapon for free. Okay. Now it is Threaded Cane's turn. Can reshuffle everything. She has no dodging ability right now. Just not good at all. How does she have so many dodging cards and have no dodging ability right now? Okay, so his attack is likely, so it's halfway going to be slow, or it's going to be fast. So I can stagger fast, but I can't. Just have to take some damage here, I think. The attacks lose all effects. Special. So it's fast with 2 and stagger. Luckily they go off at the same time because this is not fast. So I'm going to use this so that it loses its effect. Use this numbing mist so that it does not stagger me. So we just trade damage. He does 2 to me. Oh, and that's another hit on Eileen. 2 to me. And I do 4 to him. Okay, now I'm going to do a quick cut. Ability. Hunter suffers 1 damage and poison unless they dodge at fast, and then flip another enemy action. Okay, well, she can't dodge. And she's poisoned. Oh, and Eileen is slain. Great. That happened really fast. Okay, so that's a basic, and I do stagger him before that lands and do 1 more point of damage. Okay, so we're halfway there. She's going to use her last. Card to flip the weapon. Yeah, okay. So that was his attack. Oh, that basic, though, does a damage to Beast Claw unless he dodges. He has no cards. So, all right, next turn. Also, she suffers the damage from the poison. Love that poison. I really need to get out of here and get to the boss. Like, pretty bad. Oh man, I just realized, I don't think I've ever fully understood this. This is the one that I have to do. This is optional. I'm going to run out of time. Okay. Anyway, we might as well finish it off. It's going to be 66% chance is a basic, 33% chance is a special. Who do we want to go? Okay, well, we're going to use this antidote card. We're going to do this. Okay. Basic. That's a saw cleaver. It does 1 to everybody and 3 to him unless he dodges, which he can't, so it just does 1. My quick slash does 1. Now, I'm going to do that. This is going to be 50-50. It is a basic, but this has a plus speed to make it fast, which is faster than that, and he's finished off before he can get his attack off. Okay. Reveal card 36. If Eileen was slain before Henrik, revealed card 37 and said she probably would have attacked us because that was her prey, so is what she said. So, who knows? It might be a good thing. Beast Roar, Reward, and the Rose Marinus, firearm amongst the hunters. Henrik falls to the ground motionless. You rush to Eileen's side. She still lives, so her breaths are staggered and forced. This madness, it will eventually take us all. Heh, I'll be fine. Go. There's still more hunting to be done. Beast Roar. Move all enemies in your space up to 2 spaces away. And the Rose Marinus, firearm. When a non-boss enemy attacks, that attack suffers -1 speed and loses all effects. I actually think that's better than the cannon. I'm going to give this to Beast Claw because Threaded Cane already has a Carol Rune that allows her to move. Oh, wait, no. With the Hunter Torch, he already has 2. So, he already has 2 Hunter tools. So, she's going to get this one. Okay, so now we need to go into there and slay these guys. So he's going to send this card to flip his weapon. Okay, and his turn's over. So I guess she has... So, okay, she's going to move 1, 2. Well, there's no point in moving that deep. She's going to move in 1, and then she's going to interact to heal 2. And then she's going to end her turn, and let's see if she survives this. I'm not confident at all. Have the church giant. Okay, so that is going to be a special attack. Special cannot be staggered. Targets all hunters in space. Hunters hit or move 2 spaces away. Mighty swing. You see, but it's going to be a special, and that's just the special. The good thing is, I mean, I can dodge it. Bad thing is, I can't dodge whatever comes next. Okay, so I dodged that, which deals 1 damage to him. It's just good because he's got a big 6 damage. So 1 damage to all enemies within 1 space. Oh, not just in your space, but actually she's flailing that whip all over the place. Okay, nice. That's really good. Okay, so the church servant is coming. So that was special. And this could be anything, because we are... I am upset with myself for only just now remembering that the hunt, and I read this, but remembering that the hunt mission is the one that you have to do to be able to progress. The insight missions, you have to usually get 2 to be able to unlock. Okay, so she has nothing left to do. Could move them away, because there is no... Well, no, I can't, because that has to be on my turn. Oh, you know what? Okay, so before that one activates, I'm going to use the hunter. This one non-boss enemy within 2 spaces doesn't activate. Okay. So that's a retcon, but it's a relatively harmless one. It's one that I could have calculated. I didn't need new information. Actually, yeah. Okay. So, that's good. Next round. Okay, so this is a little divide and conquer tactic. So you can kite the enemies. So I'm going to use this, which lets me move 3 spaces. And go 1, 2, 3. Now he would have followed me if he could reach me within 1, but because that was a 3 move, he can't reach me with his follow, so he's going to stay with that hunter. He can follow me. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, draw 1, and clear. I'll be able to clear that slot. Okay, special. Hunter suffers 5 damage unless I dodge to block, and it's got to be a lot. Okay, so here we go. Put that right there. So dodge all that nonsense. And did 3 damage which is enough to finish him off because he took that 1 point of dodge damage earlier. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Loaded with blood echoes. Don't have enough time to go to Hunter's Dream, but loaded with blood echoes. Okay. I get to, on kill, I get to heal 2. And move 2, but I don't know what's going to be revealed next, so I don't know if I should move 2. Okay, so here... Oh, I do know to move 2. Should I do that? Hold on. I don't have any dodging ability left after this. Now I can... put this on there, and I can do 4 points of damage. I'll leave him 1 point of damage left, and he can really wreck me. Okay, this is too big of an attack to pass up. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do 4 points of damage. Ability. The Church Giant makes no attack. That was so incredibly lucky. Unfortunately, this on kill, I get to draw 1 and a heal 1. I don't need to heal, but still, it's nice. Would have been nice to draw an extra card. So, but that means that I did 4 points of damage, which means he has suffered 5 points of damage. I cannot see that. Okay. So it is her turn. So that was, I stopped, and then that was his attack. So now it is my turn, and this thing has absolutely no way to avoid this. Okay, basic happens too slow. It takes 1 point of damage, and it is dead. And I get to heal 1. And clear that. And I'm going to interact on this. Goodbye. I'm going to interact on this tile because I can heal 2. But first I want to see what happens. Okay, slay these enemies, reveal card 18. I hope this doesn't go much longer. On the corpse of the creatures, you find the key you were looking for. With this, you can continue on the trail of Gascon, but while verifying your fears about the madness gripping the old hunter is indeed important, we must also take care to see just how far said madness has spread to the townfolk as well. The fog gate on the tomb of Odon can be crossed once the hunters have collected at least 2 insight to this chapter. Awesome. Okay, so the fog is gone. There is now this in here, which means... I'm going to move the treasure over here. That I can end a move on the Tomb of Odin tile and reveal card 19. Which says to me, now is the time to teleport. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to heal for 2. How many? This is a fully winding path, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a fight, 8. That's 8. That's going to be 4 cards of movement. Instead, oh my gosh, that's so bad. I used one of these to heal her too. Sorry. And she doesn't even have enough blood echoes to make it useful to go to the Hunter's Dream and then reappear there. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to run across the whole map then. 1, 2. Okay. So he's next. He has this bold hunter's mark, so he's going to teleport to any other space. So he's just going to teleport right there, which means that he can get this fight started. So now, I never drew him up. Okay, so now he is going to. We get to flip this, reveal card 19. Okay. The stench of death covers the massive graveyard. Bodies, both humans alike, litter the ground. Moving onward, you come across the sight of Father Gascon, mindlessly chopping away at a pile of fresh corpses, beasts all over the shop. You'll all be one of them sooner or later. Suddenly, he lunges forward to attack. Reveal card 20. Spawn Father Gascon on the Tomb of Odin space. The Tomb of Odin torch space. He respawns to that space on the Hunter's Moon. Complete the hunt by slaying Father Gascon. Okay, so here he is. So he's got 13 hit points on this side. I cannot do 13 points of damage for his next spawn, which I would love to do because there's only one more space before the Blood Moon. We'll see. Okay, reveal card 20. Maybe we can. Tiny music box reward gains the following effect. When Gascon attacks, Gascon's attack suffers -1. So that tiny music box that doesn't do anything, it does something. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. So it's slower. Okay, so we're done with these. For the most part. Let's see if we can do enough damage to him. Let's see what happens. Scattergun blast at fast. Stagger. All other hunters in this space suffer 1 damage unless they dodge at fast speed. Oh, that stagger's gonna hit me. No, I can dodge at fast speed. Never mind. Okay, so we don't take the damage. And we do our 3 points of damage. I'm going to use this to keep track of that. So we're going to take them up to 13. And then down to 10. Okay. Well, I guess we just go for it. Gaston deals any damage, he heals 1. And he's going to do 2 damage to me, which means he heals 1. But he takes 3, so he takes 2 damage. Okay, so I'm out of cards. Alright, next turn. We got one round to take him out. And she's all the way across the map, so there's no way she's going to be participating in this fight. Oh, wait. His attacks are minus. It doesn't matter, because that one wouldn't have staggered him anyway. But I forgot his attacks are one slower because of the tiny music box. Okay, have to remember that. All this one, as with any dungeon crawler, there's a lot of stuff to remember. These little effects, as with most dungeon crawlers, at least the ones that I find interesting, is the building up and the meshing of the different status effects. Okay, so who are we going to have go first? Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I can interact here. Okay. Awesome. So I interact and I show up here. Now I'm in the fight. Stun cannot be staggered. Can only be dodged with fast slots. Okay, or with average standard slots. So if it says can only be dodged, that means I couldn't actually use the quick one, which is tricky because that's typically the one I'd leave open. But it doesn't matter because I have that open, and when I dodge, I deal 1 damage. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to spend a card to attack, but I'm not giving up my turn yet for the Beast Claw. I believe is how that works. Okay, Axe Slash. If Gaston deals any damage, he heals 1. So I'm going to use this dodge to transform. Well, I guess I could have done that. I didn't need to be so elaborate. So that's what I did. Okay, so he's not attacking. I'm just dodging and transforming. No, I'm not dodging. I'm just transforming for free. I'm just transforming normally. Let's not make this complicated. Okay. I'm going to put this here. So let's see what it is. Stun. If dodged or staggered, hunter's attack deals +1. All of the hunters in the space must also dodge or suffer 2. Okay, so they hit at the same time. So I have to discard 1, or I take 1 extra point of damage. Which doesn't matter because either way it's going to kill me. Like, I land first, but it doesn't stop. Okay, so that clears that slot, and I deal 4 damage. I really should have just done a basic attack. I don't know what I was thinking. So that takes it down to 3. That's gonna kind of mess this whole thing up, because is there some way I can do... Oh wait, I can block 1 damage and survive it. I can block 1 damage and survive it. Okay. So... I'm discard a card to avoid that stun. And we're good. So those were his attacks. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's 4. Right. Okay. Using a second one. That's the only way I'm going to survive this and keep my card. If I don't attack again, then we don't have any more moves and he's going to transform. So I have to attack again. So I'm down to 1. Okay, the good thing is I now get 1 at speed and 1 damage, and I get to draw a card. So I have to do 3 damage. I believe that all the effects happen instantaneously. Okay. This happens faster, and he heals 1 because of it, but I do 5 points of damage. So he's... Gastion deals any... Wait. Hold on. I don't think I have anything to save myself with. Yeah, this clash, I don't know why I didn't consider the fact that I don't have the ability to dodge. And I shouldn't have done it on my slowest, but the slowest was the only one that was going to do enough damage to finish him off, I think. All of these happen at -1. We hit at the same time. I keep forgetting that. We hit at the same time. Yes. Actually, so I gain +1 already. That's why I did it. Well, I gain +1 from that, and he loses 1. So his is at slow, and mine is so I hit first. It doesn't matter because his attack... Okay. I'm going to house rule something that I find very annoying. I think that when he switches phases, that whatever attack he got was interrupted, like in the video game. I'm not going to do it. He's gonna die, but I do think that feels way more like the video game. So I might house rule that for myself in the future. Like, you should interrupt anything that happens when he switches phases, because it's always happens in the video game. That's why you go aggro, to get them just, even when you're not going for the kill, but just to go for the switch. There's going to be some sort of weird little animation, and it's going to... whatever attack was aimed at you isn't going to land. Okay, but that's not what we're doing here. So he goes to phase 2, and he sends our good friend to the hunter's dream. So then it's the next turn. It starts over. Luckily, we got him to level 2 by the skin of our teeth. Our friend, Mr. Beastclaw, does actually get to keep 1 of his blood echoes. He lost 2, but he gets to keep 1. And we're gonna take this one. He has a Carol rune, the moon. When you are slain, keep 1 blood echo. It is immediately used when you go to dream. Okay, so I'm going to put him on the other side. No, that has an on kill. Yeah. I'm sure he'll get down to 3 or less hit points soon enough. So we're going to have him go. Actually, hold on. He is still in the hunter stream for the rest of this round, but she gets to go this time. Fighting phase 2. He has 13 also in phase 2. Usually they have, it seems like they have less, health in phase 2, but okay, well, we're going to try to be a little bit conservative. Axe sweep. All other hunters in this space suffer 1 damage unless they dodge. There are no other hunters. And we can't stagger. This is not the side where you get to stagger at the same speed. Well, that's annoying, but we at least get to deal 1 damage with our dodge and deal 2 with our attack. So he's down to 10 health. That is pretty good. Now he's going to attack. At sweep, hold on. I didn't shuffle this. Did I shuffle this? Yeah. I don't know if I did. He's doing another axe sweep. All the other hunters, once again, there are no other hunters in space. Thankfully, our friend is still in the hunter's dream. We are going to dodge. And this would heal us, but we don't have any damage. But we do deal 1 damage to him. Okay. So now we're going to have Beast Claw come back. Okay, we're going to go big. Jump attack. Stagger and stun. Average speed, 4 damage. Can only be dodged with an average speed slot. If dodged, Hunter's attack deals +1. Okay, that's great. So we're going to go here, and we're going to dodge. And that makes this do 1 extra point, so it does 5 points of damage. Down to 4. He's down to 4. We can do 4 damage here. 2 damage from the slash, 1 damage from Bloodthirsty, and 1 damage from the Bloodstone Shard. And we can tell him that we did not give his daughter her mom's necklace. Charge spin at super slow because of the music box. Even if this attack is dodged or staggered, at slow, Hunter must dodge or suffer 3 additional because it's a spinning axe attack. Except he's dead. Sorry, my friend. You just got beast clawed. Okay, we won. That is the end of mission 2. Because of mistakes of my running this and getting all 3 insight missions, and before realizing that I needed to go on the actual hunt mission, we made it by the skin of our teeth. But we did make it. So, let's read what happens. Fueled by rage, distribute Carol Rune Beast Reward and the Hunter Blunderbuss firearm amongst the hunters. Staggering, with blood splattering from his mouth, Gascon falls to a knee. Suddenly, before you can react, a new vigor fills Gascon as he withdraws a blood vial and injects it into his leg. He rises once more, uttering a frenzied roar. So, we are going to be hunting him down in the final chapter of this Growing Madness campaign. Make sure that you tune in for that. But first, let's go ahead and check out the Carol runes. The Carol rune that we got. And I can redistribute these Carol runes in between missions. So, okay, we got Beast. On kill, deal 2 damage to one other enemy within one space. Beast is one of the early Carol runes, as well as one of the first to be deemed forbidden. That is so powerful. Wow. On kill, deal 2 damage to one enemy within one space. So it's not even they don't even have to be in the space with you. Okay. So he got that final kill. So he gets to upgrade 1 card from that. Okay, and then the Blunderbuss. I wish that there were more guns. They're not that much different from a Hunter's Tool, but Hunter turn, deal 1 damage to one non-boss enemy in your space and move them 1 space away. If you think that you're about to get finished off, they are going to move toward you on their turn and hit you, but I guess you could... I don't know if this is any good. I'm going to have to think about this, because you can only do it on your turn, and on their turn, when they activate, they're going to move 1 space towards you, and then activate. And you could run away, but you could always run away, and you could move 2 spaces away, which would mean that they would only be able to move 1 toward you and not get you. So, but I guess this allows you to do it without having another card. Okay, that's one use. If you run yourself out of cards, well, no, because if you don't move 2, then they can still come get you. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't know that I'm gonna be replacing one of my guns with that. But okay, so we have finished Growing Madness Chapter 2, and we will be doing Chapter 3 in the next video, as I already said. So, I hope to see you there. We're going to see what this guy looks like when he's transformed into his beast version. Here he is looking like a normal hunter, except extremely large. You can see. He must be a basketball player. Well, that's it. I hope that you tune in for the finale of Growing Madness. After that, I plan on probably doing a review. I don't know if I'm going to play... if I'm going to record a play of the Chalice Dungeon after that. I might, but I really want to crack open my new Elder Scrolls Chip Theory game. So I love this game, but I kind of need it off my table right now. But I'm still waiting on my big mat that's going to actually let me use the whole table space without having the ridiculous polka dot blue picnic tablecloth background. Anyway, that's it for me for today. I am out of it because I've been playing this game for 2.5 hours now. I will edit it down, but it's still probably a long video. If you're still here with me, I really appreciate you. I hope that you do tune in for chapter 3, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day, and remember to always game solo.